everyone, it's Helen and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my Eurovisionathon announcement video. Eurovisionathon is basically a readathon based on Eurovision. The aim of the readathon is to read as many books related to the countries that regularly take part in Eurovision. We did it last year. I ran it through my personal Twitter account. I didn't have YouTube then, so it was very low key. There was about 15 of us who completed it in the end. We used a past scoreboard because obviously Eurovision was cancelled last year because of COVID. So the aim of that readathon, we had 26 countries on the list. We had the scores because it was a previous scoreboard, and so people had to read as many of those countries as they could, and they got the scores that that country had earned in Eurovision the previous year. However, this year, Eurovision is actually happening again. So it's slightly different this time. We have a list of 40 countries. Well, there's 41 on this list, but I found out that Armenia isn't taking part this year, so we need to cross Armenia off the list, but there are 40 countries altogether. So the aim this year is to read as many of the 40 countries as you can. The books that you read can be set in that country, the author could be from that country, the character could visit that country. As long as it is linked to that country in some way, it counts. This year, the books that you read have to be over 150 pages to make it a bit fairer across the board for everybody. And you will not find out what score you got for your country until the actual Eurovision Song Contest on the 22nd of May. So it makes it a bit more interesting. So even if you read if somebody reads 20 books and somebody reads 2 books, if those 20 countries, because not all of these 40 countries will make it to the Eurovision Song Contest, they're in the final week in the week before the Eurovision Song Contest, they have semi-finals and finals to get them through to the actual contest. So actually only 26 of these countries will make it through. So in that way, if you read 20 of these and somebody reads 2, actually, if those 2 countries are really high scoring on the leaderboard because they make it through to the Eurovision final, then you are doing really well. However, the person who reads 20, if those are all either not in the contest or score very low points, like 0, 12, 13 points, then they might not add up to the 2 that the other person got, if that makes sense. So the idea is just to pick a country. So say, let's see, say Greece. And you might decide to read My Family and Other Animals by Gerald Durrell. You will read that book. It's over 150 pages. Once you've read it, you will tick it off your list, and that's Greece done for you. Hope that Greece gets through to the final of the Eurovision Song Contest, and then on the evening of the Song Contest, whatever score Greece gets, if it's 0 points, if it's 10 points, if it's 100 points, if it's 300 points, you will get those points for reading that country. So it does make it a bit more competitive this year, but the bonus is last year you knew what points you were going to get. You were trying to read the highest scoring countries, whereas this year you will not know which country is going to win. You can watch the news, you can watch what people are saying about the songs, you could listen to the songs, you could research it yourself and read the ones that you like the songs of because you think they'll score highly. You can be tactical, it's just you won't know till the night of Eurovision how you have done score wise. So to sign up for the Eurovision readathon, me and Andy will be working on a form tonight, so keep an eye on my Twitter and I'll put that up as soon as we've got it. So you just sign your name up and then you're involved already. And then along the way, after you've read each book, we'll have another form that you add each book as you go along, and we will add up your scores for you on Eurovision night. So probably on that form you would just have to put the title, the number of pages, because I will be checking if it's over 150, and perhaps the author, which country it's for. And then yeah, on Eurovision night on the 22nd of April, just settle down and watch it if you want to. You don't have to. You will find out what you scored probably a couple of days later. But that's what I'm excited about, to watch the Eurovision Song Contest and see how my countries have done. So yeah, so the Eurovisionathon runs from the 24th of April to the 22nd of May, but it finishes on the 22nd of May at the time that the Eurovision Song Contest starts on GMT time. I believe it starts about 7:30 at night, 8 p.m. GMT. So that is the time that the Eurovisionathon will stop. So whatever you put in after that time in the UK, wherever you are, it won't be counted. Um, and then because I don't want anybody putting any last minute things in while the contest is going on, and it also gives me an handy chance to get ready to add up all the scores throughout the contest. So yeah, very excited about this. I do have a book picked for every one of the 40 prompts. There is a group book this year. It's called the Never Have I Ever Club. It's by Mary Jane Barker. It's got a lovely yellow bright cover. I've read that it mentions Eurovision in it, so that's why I've chose it. It's also based in the UK, so it means that everybody can start with a UK book if they want. UK don't tend to do well in Eurovision, so I'm not picking one that people can get hundreds of points for. You don't have to read it, you can read another book for the UK. Basically, this book is about somebody, I think it's a group of people who come together in a neighbourhood and decide to do, it's kind of like a bucket list thing where it's like things that they've never done before, they have a go at together. So that's basically what I think it's about. So feel free to read the group book and we can chat about it together. This will mostly be run through Twitter, and then I will do videos regularly on my YouTube about it. I'm like that about doing some reading sprints. I haven't decided yet, but that could be an option as well. So yeah, I will be doing a TBR of the 40 books that I've picked. I've regularly on Eurovisionathon tried to put up different countries and some recommendations for that. I've got all the list of books from last year that people picked. We managed to cover all 26 countries last year. So if you are struggling for a country, put it out there on Twitter and hopefully people can help you. I've found that I've been going on Scribd and typing in countries. I've been going on BorrowBox from my library and typing in countries, Googling a lot of countries, and that's how I found the ones that I've found. If you do want to have a go on Scribd, I used Scribd the first Eurovisionathon because I got a free 2 months and that's how I used it that way. If you want to get a free 2 months just for Eurovisionathon, use my link below. You will get 2 free months and I'll get a month free as well. I found that really useful last time. Your Scribd was really good to find them, ebooks and audiobooks. But if you are struggling, get in touch with me because I can provide you with at least 1 or 2 suggestions for each country. It was funny last year because San Marino was quite a difficult one, and there was 2 of us who managed to get hold of the same old Mills and Boon. I think it was called Smoke into Flame by Jane Arbour. It was quite tiny, but I got a really old copy off eBay. It's just funny how 2 of us, that was the only book we could find for San Marino. I have found others since, so that's good. So good luck if you can find ones for North Macedonia, Georgia, not obviously America, Georgia. You find a lot of them, but not this Georgia. Armenia's not there this year. Azerbaijan, Belarus, San Marino, like I said. Yeah, so see what you can do. I think that's quite a lot of the fun of this readathon I found is finding my own books for it and seeing what other people find as well. It's the research, and that's why I'm doing the announcement video quite early, so that you've got quite a while before the 24th of April to pick your books out ready. So again, keep an eye on Twitter, and a bit of a tip is that there are 5 main countries that finance the Eurovision contest. So I believe they are United Kingdom, I want to say Italy, Germany, France, and maybe Spain. Look it up, you can find the big 5. They will make it through to Eurovision because they finance it. They most definitely make it through each year. So you've got a good start there of 5 that you can read. Also, Australia's in it. I know they're not in Europe, but they're in it, so don't forget that Australia are in it. And yeah, like I said, listen to the song, see what you think. Have a look at what the bookies are saying are going to be the favourites. That changes all the time, but that's a good start to try and find which ones might do better than others. Or just go randomly. I might put all the countries in a TBR jar and just start picking the countries out. So I think that's all the information you need to know. If it's not, I'm going to end up adding a little bit on the end of this video. But Enjoy yourselves, and I am so excited for this. Being on YouTube this time is going to make it bigger, I hope. Being able to talk about it and do videos about it, maybe do some sprints, and I'm hoping even if we get 16 people rather than 15, but even if we got the same people who did it last year, we had so much fun. People still talk about it now and have asked me when it's coming back. So here it is. This is your chance to get your books together. Look out for my TBR. Keep an eye on the Eurovisionathon Twitter, and I will see you in time for the readathon. Bye.